Okay guys, Franz Snideman from Primal Speed, and today I want to talk about arms, hands in sprinting, and really the mechanics of arm work. In my certifications, I always start with arms, and the reason I start with arms is because they're the easiest thing to fix, and they're the one part of the body that you can actually see while you're sprinting. When you're sprinting, this is not going to be a shocker, you can't look at your legs, because it's not going to work. So it's very hard to fix both legs and arm mechanics at the same time. So we're going to just talk about arm mechanics today because it really is, it's the first thing and the easiest thing to fix. If you can fix somebody's arm mechanics, you're going to fix the way that they transfer force from their legs up the trunk into the shoulders, but you're also going to help people accelerate. Arms are all about acceleration, okay? So, one of my mentors is Gray Cook, and he says that the first weight-bearing joint in the body, as babies, is the shoulder joint. And it is. When a baby learns to move, and they roll over, they don't load their hips. The hip's not the first weight-bearing joint. It's the shoulder. And also think of the hands. Think of what a baby does with the hands. They really discover the world and their bodies with the hands. So the hands and the arms are neurologically they're so connected in the brain, they take up so much hard drive space that this is the secret to start with, okay? So one of the best things we do is with arm mechanics, we are moving from the shoulder joint. I get people to get kind of a long, flowy arm swing just so they can feel that that shoulder joint is moving. So sprinting is not done from the elbow joint, it's done from the shoulder joint, okay? So even doing stuff like this, very good to do. Just get the person or yourself feeling that the arms can move. You can go down to the floor, and what's great about the floor is that it's a non-cognitive exercise because when we sprint, we want roughly a 90, maybe 90, close to 90 degrees in the elbow joint. So as I have the ground, if I open up my elbow, I'm going to hit the floor. So it forces me to keep that angle. Now, when I sprint, I want my hands in front of my face. I'm not going to be back, and I'm not just going to move my elbows. I'm going to move from the shoulder joint, and I can keep somebody and work on their sprinting mechanics without ever leaving the gym. We can just do arm work, hundreds of reps, very loose shoulder, and then eventually, if I pick up the pace, well, not really the pace, but the power, you'll notice that there's a little bit of undulation in my body. That's good, because that upward drive of my hand is going to create kind of an upward pull of my body, which is great for starting. We can also go from a tall kneeling position where I can do the same thing. And I get this nice, very loose shoulders, and then I can pick up the pace. And as you pick up the pace, you'll notice that the core activation reflexively just turns on. The abs will tighten naturally. We can do a half kneeling as well. So with a half kneeling, make sure you don't go wide, because you want to be able to go in. You got to go a little more narrow. I can do the same thing here. And you want to start feeling almost like there's like water flowing out of your fingers. Some people go closed fist. Some people go open fist. I'm more of an open guy. As long as you're not tense and it doesn't radiate up into here. You've got to have really loose shoulders when you do this. So speed is all about relaxation. You have to relax. So once we get up from the ground, we can go into what I call the acceleration angle, which is 45 degrees, and my hands are in front of me. And then I can just come here. So doing arm work will accelerate your talent in sprinting. It will absolutely make everything else. So next couple of videos, we're going to talk more about lower body mechanics. Practice and try the upper body mechanics.